welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I am feeling like a desi queen right now. I look so Punjabi. Like normally I look Indian, but this is like I look Punjabi. Fully, I'm about to go to a juggle night or something. Like, you know, I'm gonna need them lamps up on my head. I am loving this look. I hope you do too. If you want to know how to recreate it, then please keep on watching. I'm actually using a few like products that I've not shown you guys on my channel yet, I don't think, but I've been using them and I'm obsessed. One of them is this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Oh my god, guys, this primer is insane. It's kind of got a bit of a tacky feeling to it, and when I first applied it I thought, oh, I don't know if I like it, but I actually really do. It feels really nice and hydrating on the skin, but it's not tacky in an uncomfortable way, and it definitely makes your makeup last long. I actually have an oily T-zone and this works really great on me, but if you have dry skin, I think this is going to be such a dream for you also. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade 335, and I'm really loving this to color correct. And as you can see, I have got some dark scars at the moment and it's not cute. So I'm just going to take this around my mouth and then also just on the dark marks and underneath my eyes. This is another product that I'm obsessed with, and I know I've shown it on my channel recently, but it's so good. And then I'm just going to blend this out with a damp sponge, and you can see it's just covered up that scarring really nicely as well. Such a good concealer. So then we're going to move on to foundation, and I'm loving this combination at the moment, and you guys know I like to mix my foundations up a little bit. I always just get a better match with foundation shades when I mix them, but I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty and the Armani Luminous Silk, which I haven't used on my channel in forever. This combination right here is so beautiful because this is full coverage and matte, and this is like medium and luminous. So these two together is a dream. So if you notice, the way I put my foundation on is I still like using a brush. I am going to use, you can use a damp beauty blender sponge, but I just love brushes still, and I like to just gently stipple my foundation on. And the reason I like to stipple instead of buff is because I want the coverage. And then I'm going to cream contour with my Fenty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. I love this product so much. I actually thought when I first bought it that I probably won't get much use out of it. I probably won't like it that much, but it's definitely one of my favorites. I'm sure you guys have seen it on my channel so many times. I always like to blend my contour out first. I've recently started doing the jaw contour. I can't remember which makeup artist masterclass I went to. I think it might have been Beyonce's makeup artist, Sir John. And he said that you should do it on the chin. So, I mean, if it's good enough for Beyonce, it's good enough for me. But I just like to buff this out in small circular motions, and I always get asked what brush this is. And this is a Morphe M436, and I just take it in small circular motions and kind of in an upward circular motion, not downwards, because you want to leave this bit clear of a dark contour shade. Otherwise, it will start to look muddy. Right, and then for concealer, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 310. I've actually done a review with this concealer, and I think I swatched this shade as well. And this one's a bit more on the yellowy kind of like olive side. It's crazy because I can get away with, like, so far I've tried 3 concealer shades from the range and all of them suit me really well. Obviously there's going to be one that's like the best for me, but when I've color corrected with like a peach underneath, this one actually looks really, really nice and perfect. So I'm just going to take this in all of the usual spots that I like to highlight, and then just using a damp beauty blender sponge, I'm just going to blend this all out. And then to set that in place, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Banana Powder, and just using my damp sponge, I'm going to pat this right over. I love the smell of this powder, and normally I don't like it when things are scented, but this smells really good. So while that bakes, I'm actually going to move on to the eyes real quick, and I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Karina. And yes, I'm taking a liquid lipstick on the eyes because it actually works really, really good as a base. So I'm just going to take a small amount of this just over my lid, and then I'm just going to gently blend this out. I'm just gonna pat over it, and you can see because the liquid lipstick is so pigmented, even when I pat over it to blend, I don't lose any of the intensity. And then I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera Palette, which looks like this. It's absolutely gorgeous. ABH definitely needed a palette with lots of color in it, so I'm so excited they have this finally. I'm gonna take the shade Bahamas, which is this one right here, I'm going to press it on top. And also, just so you know guys, the reason I've left my bake underneath my eyes is because I know I'm working with bright colors, and in case there's any fallout or anything like that, it's not going to ruin my face makeup. I can just dust it off with the powder. But I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible because I do actually hate leaving my bake on for this long. And then I'm just going to pick some up on a small blending brush and just blend the edges. And then I'm going to go in with some liquid liner, and this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara liner. This is another one of my new favorite products. Like, it's such a good liner. I absolutely am obsessed with this. So I'm just creating a wing across my eye with this. I'm always so scared to do my wing liner once I've done shadow. If I mess this up now, oh my god. Okay, now liner's on. I'm gonna dust away this bake. It does cling a little bit, so I'm gonna show you how I can correct that. Okay, because I feel like my skin is dry and the powder has clung to my face. Clung? Is that a word? I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Spray, or you can use Matte Fix Plus. Anything that is like this is gonna do the trick. And that should really help the powder kind of melt into the skin. So now that's dried off, you can see the powder doesn't look patchy or anything on my skin anymore. So yes, I'm so glad about that. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with the eyes really quick. So going back into the palette, I'm gonna take the shade Seychelles, which is this one right here. Sorry, I made a mistake. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Geek first in the shade Aqua, I believe. Oh, Ocean. I was close. I'm gonna take this shade along my lower lash line first, and it's just gonna intensify it and make it more of an aqua shade, which is what I'm going for, all along the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna take this shade in my waterline as well, and then I'm gonna run Seychelles over that. Yes, that's much better. The pencil underneath is just gonna do bits for me. These shadows, I must say, do have a bit of fallout when you're using them, so just bear that in mind. Then for mascara, guys, I'm gonna go in with the NARS Climax mascara. I actually ran out of mine and I've just got a new one, so I'm so happy I'm using this. I actually love this mascara so much, and I missed it when I didn't have it. Oh my god, I totally forgot I wanted to add another shadow, and that is Inheritance, which is right here. This is that nice golden shade, and I just wanted to add a pop of that right in the inner corner. These shadows are so pigmented, like that is such a nice bright gold. And then I'm just gonna stick some lashes on. These are the Huda Beauty and Jacqueline collaboration lashes. Now the eyes are done, I can move back onto the face, and I'm gonna set my foundation with the new Kat Von D Lock It Powder Foundation. And because it is quite a full coverage foundation powder, I want to go really, really light with it. I'm using this in the shade 170, and I'm just going to buff this around my face lightly. Okay, moving on to bronzing up my face now, because, you know, I'm looking pretty flat. I need some shape and definition going on. I'm going to take this Benefit Cheekleader palette, and I'm going to take Hula Caramel. Now, you don't actually need to get this whole palette if you just want Hula Caramel, and I'm so excited because they've actually come out with new Hula shades. So I'm just going to take it over where I've already contoured. Such a nice shade. It's like bronzy enough to bronze, but it's also got some depth in it to contour. Yes, give me cheeks, sis, give me cheeks. And then I like to take it into my hairline also, and don't forget to bring it back right into that hairline. Just take a little bit along my jawline as well. For my nose, I'm going to take the original Hula, just because I don't want it as dark and a bit more like natural and muted out. The original Hula is like more like of a contour shade, you know. So not only have I been loving that new bronzer, I am obsessed with the new spray from Anastasia Beverly Hills and highlighter. This is the Dewy Set Setting Spray. It's basically their version of Fix Plus. And then this So Hollywood Loose Highlighter. Let me show you what this looks like on. I'm gonna spray my face first, and I'm just gonna let that soak in a little bit, do its thing, work its magic. And you don't wanna apply highlighter while, you know, you've still got drops of this spray on your face. You just wanna let it work into the skin first. Okay, now that's worked in to my skin and my skin's damp, I'm gonna pick up some of this highlighter, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very careful with how much I use and placement. So I wanna take the majority of it on the top of my cheekbone, like so. I'm taking tiny bits at a time because I know how insane this highlighter is. Ooh, girl. out, and then I'll kind of want to feather the rest out. I don't want it to be like a big stripe of heavy highlighter. I want it to mainly be concentrated right here, just at the top of the cheekbone. And I'll even use a fan brush to kind of like soften up them edges. Honestly, if you're a beginner, I would be very careful with this highlighter. I'm not joking, because it is intense. Oh my. I'm really lightly gonna just dust this around the rest of my face. And I'm just using whatever's left on the brush to take it on the tip of my nose and just a tiny bit down the bridge. I'm just using whatever's left on the brush. And girl, there is excess on this brush. Like, don't you worry. And then for blusher, I'm gonna take the NARS Orgasm blusher. I just love this. This is a classic. You can't go wrong with this blush. It always just goes with every single makeup look. And I like this because it's just gonna add to the whole glowy skin. I'm really quickly gonna add my beauty mark in. Sometimes people are like, excuse me, yeah, you've got something on your face. And I'm like, if it's my beauty mark, I put it there, okay? And then finally for the lips, I've got this little lip duo that came in this box from NARS, and it's in the shade Intriguing. It's a velvet matte lip pencil and then a gloss to go on top. So I'm gonna go in with the lip pencil first. So this is like a lipstick in a pencil. So really, really good for your like handbag and traveling. It's almost a bit like your lip color, but better. Really nice and natural. And then I'm gonna go in with the gloss, which is also in the shade Intriguing. Definitely very nice and like a lightweight gloss. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get some fun jewelry on and I will be back with you. So guys, this right here is the finished look. Oh my god, I am literally obsessed with it. I look hella Punjabi right now. Not gonna lie, when I got this jewelry, I was a bit like, oh my god, what kind of look is gonna be able to go with this? Like, there's so much you can do, but I feel like I've managed to pull it off and I'm actually loving it so much. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love colorful looks, and if you want me to do more color on my channel. I feel like it's been a while since I've done some color on my channel, so yeah, let me know if you want me to do more in the comment section below. Let me know if you would wear color yourself, like if you would wear a look like this. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Get me on the gram. I create separate content over there. So thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.